You know how you drive past a local business, you see their sign maybe 100 times, and you just kind of wonder, hey, what's their story? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of those businesses, and we're going to find out that behind a simple service, there's usually a pretty amazing history.
Okay, let's just start with what has to be one of the best slogans I've ever heard. You don't know diddly until you call Riddley. I mean, come on. It's clever, it's super memorable, and it's the perfect way for us to dive into the story we're unpacking today.
But you know, a great slogan is just the beginning, right? It makes you ask the real question, what's the story behind the rhyme? And that is exactly what we're going to get into. The family, the history, and the whole philosophy that gives this catchy phrase its real meaning.
So let's start right at the beginning. The Riddley journey? Well, it's a classic American story. It's one that stretches all the way from the beaches of the East Coast down to the heart of the South. Now, the first thing you really need to grasp here is the sheer depth of experience we're talking about. The team behind Riddley brings over 60, that's 60, combined years of industry know-how to the table. That's not just some number, that is decades of real-world expertise.
And this timeline just shows you how much they've grown. I mean, it all started way back in the 1970s on the New Jersey shore. They were doing the fundamentals, cleaning local shops, waxing floors. Now you fast forward to today, and that small operation has completely transformed into a full-service organization that's serving clients across both Georgia and Tennessee. What a journey.
But listen, a company doesn't grow like this for decades just on experience alone. It can't. You need a rock-solid foundation. And for Riddley, that foundation is built on what they call old-fashioned values.
And right here, they make a really key distinction. They are family-owned and operated, and they make it a point to say they are not a franchise. Now, this is crucial because it means their number one goal isn't just about hitting some corporate target. It's about a personal, hands-on commitment to delivering the absolute best service and, of course, the best results.
So, what do these values actually look like in the real world? Well, it all starts with the basics, like just doing the right thing and good old-fashioned hard work. But it goes so much deeper than that, to a real commitment of not just earning, but keeping your trust. This isn't just corporate speak, it's a genuine promise of 100% satisfaction.
Of course, values are only as strong as the people who live by them. So, come on, let's meet the core team that brings this Riddley promise to life every single day.
So here's the leadership. You've got Jim Rapps, the president and CEO, a 40-plus-year veteran in the industry. Then there's Melissa Rapps Moore, the vice president, who literally grew up in this business, and Nathaniel Haecker, the operations manager, who's known for his tireless can-do attitude. You can already feel that blend of family, deep experience, and positive energy, can't you?
Let's just zoom in on Jim for a second. Look, over 40 years in the business is impressive enough on its own, but the source material also mentions he's been married to his wife Patricia for 42 years. You know, that just speaks volumes about longevity, about commitment, and about stability, all qualities you definitely want in the person managing your services.
And for Melissa, this isn't just a job, it has literally been her entire life. It says that, just like her sisters, she's been involved in the janitorial world since she was a very young girl. This is a true multi-generational family business where that knowledge is passed down and lived out every day.
And then there's Nathaniel, the operations manager. This right here is his personal motto. Let me know how I can serve your needs. It's so simple, but it's such a powerful statement of service. And honestly, it's no surprise to learn that he's a former Eagle Scout. That character and that commitment, they clearly shine through in his work. Okay, so we've looked at the history, we've covered the values, and we've met the people. So let's tie this all together and see what it really means for you, the customer. This is the Riddley promise.
After all this, what's the most important point? We started with a really catchy slogan, but we've uncovered this incredible story of decades of experience, deep-seated family values, and a really dedicated team. So what is the ultimate takeaway?
It all boils down to this one simple, powerful promise. They handle the cleaning with professionalism and genuine care so that you are completely free to focus on what you do best, running your own business. It's really about partnership and, honestly, peace of mind.
So, the story that started with that clever rhyme actually reveals something so much more profound. It shows how, in this age of faceless corporations, some businesses are still built on a foundation of family, history, and trust. And it leaves you with a question. The next time you see a local business sign, what's the legacy you're driving past? Because sometimes the simplest services have the deepest stories.